After a little bit of a delay, we are back and we are into this pistol round. And ULB, starting on the T side, are just going straight into it now. They have 3 Tech 9, so they are just bolting it, taking out 1 already, going for the side. Ramp is completely under their control. Side is under their dominance. And it's a 5 versus 2, and they're about to get the plant. It's just falling apart for Setu straight away. Stand corrected. I think they should be swapped because the naming of the players does not fit. So it's actually the UL squad who are getting, a little bit destroyed here. But Gaby's making it competitive. Cannot finish it out though. So the Setu team are able to get the first round. The pistol really just quick pace, playing off of that. A lot of tech issues trying to get behind it. So, just completely throwing them off straight away going into this. We do see the CTs going for a bit of a play now going into this round. Just gunning it down mid. And they're able to get 1 there. Most of them do get taken out. Geet here, though. His feet are seen this. Deagle should not last much longer. And Gaby alone trying to fight against this player with the P90.
Bomb is planted on B site, so it's not looking likely that Gaben's going to be able to make it in time. Time is not in his favor.
No, it doesn't feel like he has a lot in his favor. Just going to try to get anything going here. Really, just if he can get a kill, if he can save an SMG, anything is better than nothing right now. But Groovy's holding a really fine angle. But really nice shot. He's going to try to stay alive. I don't think he's not even going to go for the Mac 10. It's not really worth the save. You don't really want to bring that into the next round. Going to save an 8k actually. So that is actually a really good outcome given that they didn't invest much into the round. They now have the buy coming in, and that 8k, it takes a nice bit of weight off of the economy because he's able to get full nades and able to plan a bit better. So I'm interested to see what they can do. So they're going to send it towards the ramp position, and it looks like their goal is going to be to exploit it a bit.
Setu are taking this round really slow. All, or a lot of them, down by ramp, waiting for an opening in the smoke.
Yeah, just not able to find anything so far. So far, Nath has been chipped down a bit earlier in the round, but nothing else has come their way. They are just going to keep playing it slow, though. But UL, they are not going to bite at all. They're going to sit back and let the T's have to come to them. Play off these rotates, play a bit more passive, and split this up. Michael, primed to get a kill. Doesn't get the timing right, though. Spammed, doesn't get killed. Actually gets away, gets to the generator, so they have some info, and they're going to stay alive. A lot of CTs chipped down, though. 1 player dead on the T side. Nade might do a bit of damage, but no, it falls a bit too wide. CM2K going to go for the kill, but man advantage still for ULB. And the time is ticking down. 25 seconds, 3 players left. So it shouldn't really lead to much. Even if they tried to go A right now, there is still a player sticking there, and it's just up to Groovy Foley. Yeah, they take it. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, just saying, great round for ULB. Lots of teamwork seen, quick rotates as well. And they're looking like they're in a really good place economy-wise.
Yeah, no, I really like how they kind of played against UL there. They went for a little bit of, early info peeking the ramp, but then the moment they kind of got a whiff that they were looking to just get pushed into Setu, like they were just waiting for them to give away picks, they just played it passive and just forced the clock down. So UL playing really safe, not trying to overextend, and just respecting the fact that Setu are just playing as a ball, trying to win that round. And they've invested basically everything into this round. A little bit left, but if Setu lose this, UL will be able to just control the economy that much more. Slow pushing through B. Matum is going to find nothing, actually. It looked like he was about to get the kill, but he cannot follow through. Groovy Foley, a wall bang with a Glock. You don't see that every day, but, I mean, it worked out. So he's able to get that kill eventually. And, oh, a little bit too much greed from Geed as he gets taken out running to the sandbags. Nath is alone now. Rotates are going to come in, but they might be too little too late. He's able to get one, but the rest fall to the wayside. CM2K alone. He does have an AK, he does have a kit, so there is time to get something done here. But he's just going to wait out. Catches a glimpse of a player on the ramp. The plant is going to get completed, but he needs to take out this player, and it's just Groovy Foley. He got one with the Glock, but I think anything more would be a little bit high of an axe. He gets it, though. CM2K tries to stick the defuse, gets dinked out. He's brought a little bit too low previously by the Galil. And Setu, they recover a round that did not look very good from the get-go. But winning it out, Glock in hand, able to recover the rifle. So now, Fullby coming back into it. UL going to force up a little bit, but mostly these pistols are what's going to try to drag them back into this. A boost coming in could give something, but no, they're ready for it. CM2K is brought down. Mid is going to be pushed further. A little bit of baiting here as Nate is going to get taken out, and Geed just so methodical here are Setu, able to get all the kills. Not try to overextend alone against the pistols, just respecting the fact that if they try to make a play too quickly by themselves, go a bit too flashy, they might just get caught off by a deagle. And they make it clean. Gaby gets taken out, and it's a fourth for Setu. UL finally able to buy once again after that pistol. And they just have to change something up. It feels like they were only able to get one so far. But overall, Setu have just had a really good methodical game plan.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Setu playing as a team, a lot of sticking together, and it's really working for them. The score 4-1. They just have to keep it up.
Yeah, definitely. And it does look much similar to what we saw previously, them just playing slow. It looks like a bit more ramp heavy, waiting out this smoke. The CTs, though, are going to be a little bit set up, going to try to play a bit more aggressive towards the ramp, hold a bit closer ankles, and they're able to get one. He does get off the first player, smokes it off. So is able to slow it up. Michael pushes up and is able to get one, but that smoke, you don't often see such an aggressive smoke, and you usually expect some aggression behind it.
Huge info for the CT side, knowing that 3 players are coming towards B. They can make them do a faster rotate.
Yeah, exactly. He got one and a huge bit of info. Gaby as well, just able to completely throw it. It's actually Geed that gets those 2 kills, but Gaby definitely helping out with a nice bit of damage. His own not able to finish off that kill, and Geed comes to the rescue, not allowing his teammate to fall, surviving with 3 are the CTs, and really nice round there. I like the change up. You know, they play a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more control heavy. They take both B ramp and A ramp, so it just means that Setu are, no matter what, they're pushing into players. The rifles are still going to come in from Setu as they do buy up this round. But it's not going to be much. A bit of a misnade, a fumble from Michael, but hopefully it doesn't mean too much coming in this. An aggressive smoke once again, but this time he's going to stick back and not play too close to it. Now that they know he can go aggressive in there, just it existing gives a nice bit of info to his team. It just gives them a little bit of leeway because they have to be weary that someone's playing around it. And this ramp aggression on a Nath going to take a whole lot. The spam coming through from his teammate, but he gets caught. The shoulder gets seen by Groovy Foley. Geed now alone. His teammate is going to come and try to give some support, but he's so pushed up that it's going to be difficult. if the T's decide to make their move over here. Zone does get Michael on the B side, so just completely falling on both sides of the map. CM2K is able to get one back, but overall, not much. The CTs now just have a rifle. There's also a scout, but CM2K and Geed, and Gaby, they're so far back that it's going to be very difficult. They do have kits, but it doesn't look like great amount of hope. So Setu should be up for a fifth unless some heroics come into this. Two kills do go their way. They get the rifles, but the refrags come in and Setu do clean it up, surviving with a couple. That round just seems to... It looked very promising from UL, but it just falls apart. The aggression does not pay off. They get caught on both sides of the map, and it just feels like Setu, the methodical gameplay that they've been showing so far in this half and for this whole time, is just paying off. Because the aggression just will always be punished in how they're playing.
We're seeing a lot of aggressive gameplay from UL. With pistols, they're pushing for info.
Yeah, Michael pushing alone there. It would have been nice to see him with an extra teammate, maybe just someone to try to trade him back, but doesn't seem to be the case. Gaby rotates over to B, but he does not get anything. Geed and CM2K set on the site. Just now, CM2K alone. He is in the smoke, so he's trying to play a little bit here, but Zone just spams through it. I don't know if he even sees the player, but he goes for it, and he gets the kill. Setu already up to 6, trying to make it up quickly against ULB, and just really strong start, able to get this going now.
A clean round for Setu. Their economy just keeps building.
Yeah, definitely. It just gives them so much more room as the half comes to a close. There's only a few more rounds left, and they should be able to at least buy into 3 out of the 4 of them. And now CM2K, though, this aggression, it is a little bit more slow, a little bit more delicate as he's going to make his way down the ladder. Now, timing could completely destroy his chances of getting a kill, as he is going to get caught off. The doorway is just not there. The timing does not fall for him. Nath is going to have to pull back. He's going to molly the ramp, try to slow them down. Michael, he isn't going to get caught off. He stops to check it again, but he can't get the kill. So now, 2 men down, and they just have so much control to go anywhere they want on this T side, and it looks like B is going to be the end goal. Geed is here and is actually going to try to catch them off. Not going to wait for the rotates. Gets one. Going to spam a little bit more, but he's not going to get much else. Going to take a lot of damage from that nade. And he's really in no man's land, stuck in this smoke, waiting for something to fade, a molly. But he's just absolutely trapped, and he eventually is forced forward. Gaby able to deal a lot of damage and get one. 1 versus 1 now. Nath and Zone. There isn't a kit on Nath. I'm unsure if there's one down, but he's able to get the kill, so the timing doesn't matter. He doesn't need the kit. All he needs is that second, and now he's able to get the defuse, getting them their 3rd round, recovering a little bit now as we get into the last 3 rounds of the half. But their economy is still not in the best spot, as they're going to have to force up with a few lesser weapons in order to try to keep up with Setu. Setu are turning back once again to the ramp. 4 players playing it slow. The early smoke is going to stop any kind of quick pushes, quick peeks. And they're just going to try to hold it down now for ULB. Spam is going to come through, and it is going to favor the CTs for now. Actually going to get one as well. Nath able to get his shot through that smoke and take one out. As well as Nizo, he's going to be very low, so the T's already having a little bit of damage taken, but able to get a kill now. Zone, another one in the ramp, so they're already even it up. 3 versus 3, still a low player, but right now ULB, they are so pushed up on this B side of the map. They do make a few steps though, so I think they know the aggression has come in. They know that players have pushed into B, so it is going to be Setu trying to figure out if they can trust just a push out. ISO is going to get caught off against the MP9, and CM2K can just pull back off of it as they have to redirect their path. $30 left now, and mid is their location. They're going to try to stealthily walk their way B, but Michael is in a prime position to get one. Can't get the second, but he should have given his team a great chance into this. The bomb is going to have to be planted straight away by Zone as the timer ticks down, and he sets himself on the clock. There is a kit in play for CM2K. And Zone is going to get the first one, but he gets the info, and he is going to get the kill. Another 1 versus 1 that leads us into a ULB Sports round, and a little bit of BM coming in there as they take their 4th round of the half. And just a couple rounds left, but ULB Sports getting a little bit of a recovery now.
Yeah, that round really wasn't looking like it was going in the T side's favor, but it was great for them to get the bomb down to keep them able to buy this round.
Yeah, and it is looking like the amount of money they have is just not going to be enough for next round if they lose this. So they are putting the next 2 rounds on the line right now. If they do lose this, it is going to mean a very difficult time ending this half. But currently, it's all up to what they can get going. It does look like a very B-heavy lean, so it is all in the hands of Geed, and he's able to get one. They're going to actually redirect off that. Able to pull back to side as well. Getting the info, getting to safety, getting the kill means that ULB can just pull themselves back. They are at a man disadvantage. The Setu side, and even more, they do pull back and they try to take B, but Geed is able to get 3 in this round so far. They have control of the bomb. So this looks like UL are in the driver's seat in terms of this round. Able to get a couple back, but still man disadvantage. Geed, though, gets a little bit overzealous and gets taken out. They're going to have to give up that bomb right now. Is in a position where they can get it, but they have to get through Gaby. He is able to get one, but his position is known. Damage is dealt, and now just Nath left alive. He is behind. Groovy Foley looks ready, though, but he's not able to get the kill in the end. ULB Sports get a 3rd in the row. The 1v1s are just favoring them. And now, going into this final round, we're going to see exactly what they can do. The buy is going to come in, and Setu really have to pinch their pennies to try to get this going. As we do see, they do have 4 AKs, but they have such little utility. Without nades, it's going to be a difficult affair, but aggression on the ramp is where they're going to head. They run through the smoke, take some space. Michael is going to go for the flank, but he's going to be heard. He makes too many steps on his way around and just leaves himself open. They can redirect towards B if they want. 2 kills, though, taken away. 3 versus 3 still. Groovy Foley able to get a few, and CM2K taken out on the flank. A quick round to end what felt like Setu being methodical, but they realize sometimes you just have to hold W, speed it up, and it gives them the half win as they take us into the second half, winning 7-5.
Yeah, really impressive round for the T side there. Much different gameplay from what we've seen from them. They tend to be a lot slower, but with the buy they had, they opted to move a lot faster, and it worked in their favor.
Yeah, they didn't have the opportunity to play any utility, try to play some flashes or anything, so they just tried to outpace UL, and it worked out really well. And UL are going to start us off a similar fashion the way the half ended, trying to run their way down, but it looks like Setu are in a better position. Michael with 2 though, that Glock doing wonders as he's going to try to get another, not able to convert it though. They're able to get the plant, they're able to get 2 more, and it looks like ULB should be able to take the pistol, unless... Oh, the knives are coming out. The reload isn't in. 2 knives, 1 for either side. The CTs and the Ts both get it, but with the plant, with the round, the Ts are in a much better position now, and they have a great opportunity to even up this game starting off the half. Interesting buy go again. It doesn't look like Michael actually has a rifle, so he's just sticking with that pistol, which is definitely a decision. But they're
a lot
going
of
to get
CT presence mid, so they're giving up sites. B site has bomb planted on it now.
Yeah, the aggression does net them a kill, but they give away a site and they don't really gain much else out of it. They're able to remove a rifle from a player, or only an SMG from a player, a MAC-10, so it doesn't even feel like it was that much worth it, given that's all you took. They are able to force up now, and we are seeing 4 rifles and a shotgun. We are seeing it very similar to what we saw on the first game. You know, a lot the auto shotgun coming out. It does feel very strong in CS2. It does feel like it has a very strong potential just with how fast paced the game is. A lot of swinging out and a lot of power in that sense. So I'm curious exactly how it's going to play out, because it looks like it is just going to hold there for the B side. CM2K though, ready for that angle in the CT position zone. Gonna have to push away from A and give a hand to mid. Gaby has made his way, walked all the way through short, and is now on the A site and pushing even further into CT. He's trying to backstab, and it looks like it should work. The rest of the team has already fallen though, so it shouldn't have mattered too much anyways, but he is still going to get taken out, make it a clean round. They're going to survive with 4, and UL now take the lead in this game, and Setu are forced onto just very minimal cash. Gaby once again going straight up through short. He's going to try to do similar to what he did last round. Mostly pistols, a couple of auto shotguns, but one is going to fall and the other one is on the opposite side of the map. B is absolutely clear, so they're going to bolt their way onto it. They're going to try to not get caught off by these rotates, but the pistols look like they should not be able to get much. They see exactly where some of these players are, and actually the USP does wonders, and so they're going to pull it back towards A. They have the lurk on of Gaby doing exactly what he did last game, or last round. And these CTs are now just stuck in a position where they have to go for something. Once again, they get a kill, but it's only a MAC-10, so against armor, there's not much that can accomplish.
Bomb down on A side, and CTs are only rotating now.
Yeah, and that rotate is short-lived as 2 of them fall. Just the auto shotgun left, and I think they're just going to play for exits, try to get some money. It is 800 in the bank if you're able to get a kill with it, but it might not even lend themselves to that as Geed gets the last kill. UL are definitely going for a little bit of BM here.
We see a lot of Gabian getting control of A site, while the others make a lot of noise around B, so that really helped them win that round.
Yeah, definitely. Those lurks from Gaby are actually playing so strong into their hand as they're able to get so much going. Just knowing exactly how many players on A, hearing the rotates, means that Gaby has been pivotal in them with the rotates. Like, they had complete control of B site there. They could have committed to it, but instead they opt to switch it over to A because they knew it was empty. So seeing what they can do this time. Gaby trying to push a similar position, but this time it's smoked off. So this time they do actually attempt to mitigate that. It is a question of, is he going to be able to get the kill? CM2K on B, and Gaby is able to get that lurk on A. So similar ending for him there. They are able to get the kills though. A is clear, so they are going to instantly push their way onto that 2 versus 2 now. And UL should be able to get a plant, but it is going to be a little bit delayed because of how long it will take Michael to bring that bomb all the way over. The first kill goes to UL, and Setu, they're really just pushed into a corner and not able to get that kill. Michael with the Mac 10 just spraying down sight, able to get the kill. And 10 for UL. They've won the last 5 in a row and really just completely dominated this T side. Setu, they were slow and methodical, but UL, they seem to be having more consistency with this, you know, heavy B aggression with Gaby holding that lurk. So if Setu aren't able to come up with some kind of solution to this, it looks like UL should be slowly running away with it, as they're still 3 ahead. Kills do come in though. The CTs are able to get 3. Surviving for now. They are brought low though, so gonna try to pull back. Geed does know the enemy is there, but he's gonna run back. They're gonna regroup and see what they can do together instead of giving away these picks.
3 alive on the CT side, however, their health is low.
Yeah, and actually that fumbled molly does put them in a bad spot, because if he threw that right, it looked like he was just going to try to take out that shoe position. So Nizo, he just has the USP. I think he tried to recover a weapon and could not. He stays alive though, and just having that extra man, even though he's low, does mean they can spread themselves out, play a bit more info heavy, as UL are going to slowly make their way up the ramp. But if the rotates are right, if they can time this, they could be able to catch them off. That smoke is going to start ringing the alarm bells for Setu, as the rotates are going to speed up. There is a player in the window position and just going to spam, and it rings true. Geed with 1, but can't get the second. Setu coming back to life here, giving themselves an 8, their first round of the half. Really well played by them. Still though, ULB, they have so much money. They're able to just rebuy into this, absolutely no issue, whereas Setu, 2 of them are still on MP9s, and their utility is not in a great place, only 1 kit as well, so they're going to need to get that going once again if they want to succeed even further. Spam and nades though, going to tag a couple of these players down, but they are going to lose a man in the process. Geed running quick, the MP9 is picking up 2, and he gets away with his life. Really strong from Setu, able to be the bulwark they needed. And they are able to pick up another one with Zone. Just 2 players remaining now. Gaby is alone, 1 versus 4. He would have to do it all if he wants to, and he starts by getting 1. He does have the bomb, so 1 minute on the clock means he has a little bit of wiggle room, a little bit of time to dictate exactly where this round is going to end up. And he is just going to slowly make his way through. The flank means that they don't know if he's pulled back, but now they're able to get 1 kill, and the second one might be coming into it now. Smoke in hand though. He doesn't expect Zone lurking his way around it. And really strong play, and just digging a little bit more into that economy of ULB and trying to bolster their own. It looks like they're going to change it up. What do you think about them just going aggressive here? ULB.
We're seeing a fast A ramp play. Something new, but it seems to be paying off. B players now rotating.
Yeah, no, they just completely gunned it down, changing it up completely. They realized that they were losing out on a couple of picks in the last few rounds and just losing a lot of players very early. So they wanted to switch it up, play this fast 5-man push, try to go for all the frags, even if they did die, but they don't. They're able to get this flawlessly so far, and the save is just going to have to be called for set 2, as their money is absolutely in the dumps. There's the rounds they've won, they didn't win convincingly enough to save enough money. So these 3 players, they're going to have to try and stay alive, but UL are on the hunt currently.
Yeah, UL have the economy to play with, so they can afford to lose a player after a round in hopes to take one of Setu's out.
Yeah, but it doesn't come to fruition, sadly, as they don't push far enough, and Setu are just in such deep angles, such far out positions. 11 for ULB, but Setu, they are trying to still keep themselves alive in here. There is a Negev bot for one of the players, so interesting to see exactly what they pull out with that, as it's not often seen ever. I think this is the first one I've seen in CS2, so we'll have to see how it leads. But right now the rifles are able to do work. They're going to take out one already. They're going to hear the spam of that Negev, actually, and they're going to redirect. I don't know if it scared them off or if they just decided, try to keep the CTs on their toes, as it is going to be a full-on B send. Only able to get one Groovy Foley. Now it's just Zone, who is able to get the first one. Still high on HP. Second one falls his way as well, and he's still 99 HP. 1 versus 2. Does have a kid as well. And these 2 T players are just going to play it safe. Molly going to get thrown, so he won't have that to bring it further. He does have a smoke to block off some sight lines, but he's going to have to pick up the pace if he wants to take this round. Going to smoke it off. That Molly going to get neutralized, and he's just going to stick it. Going to see exactly what he can do. Gets taken out just about. It looked like he was on the cusp of getting it. But 12th round for ULB. Match point. And it doesn't look great for Setu. They are able to get a little bit going, but still grim. They need to try to capitalize the next 3 rounds if they want a chance at getting this. And even then, it's just bringing us to overtime. UL going to have to decide what's going on. And we're seeing the first op brought out. They're changing it up. Nath is going to pick that up and just completely try to use it. The A rush comes through again. Not as aggressively as it once was, but still coming to fruition. 2 players left now for Setu, the last hope on their shoulders.
We're seeing much faster gameplay from UL, and it's definitely winning them the site.
Yeah, so far it has definitely. Oh, the op shot actually missed from Nath. Still, great situation for UL. Molly is going to slow them up even more, running in the Molly as well. Trying to play it out very quickly. Izo isn't even needed, as we see Groovy Foley going to just completely stop it. That Molly, though, does take out his teammate, and he's not able to get the kill. 19 HP. CM2K survives. 13-9 to ULB, as they take themselves to 5 wins now in their fixings. And now that team is just really strong, really good chance to get themselves over to the quarterfinals, and just really strong display, especially on that T side.
Yeah, that was a huge game for UL, especially as it wasn't going in their favor in the first half. Setu were showing a really strong game, but they managed to pull it off, and now it's going to put them in a great standing.
Yeah, definitely. And what did you think about the fact that their T sides were so different? It felt like, we saw they both worked out, but Setu's, they played very methodical, very slow majority of the time, whereas UL, they played a lot more of this maybe like default pick centric, playing a lot more lurk. So it was a little bit more interesting to see.
Yeah, both teams definitely took a different approach, and T side seemed to be both teams' stronger side, but in the end, UL just took it.
Yeah, they just could not compete against that on the defense. So that takes us to the end of our games of the night. And I will just check up to see exactly if we have any results for the rest of the bracket. We have a couple of games have finished. There is the Ulster Unicorns once again beat the Trinity Quacks. It feels like every single time they come up against each other, it is going UU's way, just asserting their dominance over the Quacks. And then, as well as that, we have TUS beat TUD Apes B 13-11. So really strong showing for them. They had the bye earlier on, so even without the warm up game, they were able to do wonders. We have one more game running of the DCU Double Scope and the NetSoc Rebels, but the rest of them were bye situations. So we'll have to see exactly how that affects the standings. But I think that's all from us here at the Ireland Esports Collegiate Series. I'm Kurt, and with me is Stellar. Any last words for your first broadcast?
No, I had a great time. So glad to be here, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one.
Yeah, and thank you so much for being here with me to cast. Thank you so much, everyone, and we will see you next week.